WCBI News at 10 starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Cash Matlock. OKTIBBEHA County leaders came together this morning to fill sandbags and place tarps near the OKTIBBEHA County Lake Dam. And these efforts come after 2 sinkholes were found close to the mudslide on County Lake Road. OKTIBBEHA County Volunteer Fire Department, the Board of Supervisors, the Road Department, and members of Pritchard Engineering were on hand to help this morning. EMA Director Kristen Campanella says the bags were donated by J&M Bagging of Eupora. County Lake Road remains closed from just north of Riviera Road to just south of Walter Bell Road. This area of roadway is now considered a work site. Campanella says high windy conditions today forced workers to move light towers at the levee. They will replace them with the light towers that are currently at the barricades. Now, County EMA is currently working to obtain additional lighting for those barricades. Well, Campanella says earlier this morning, one of the 6 water pumps had to be temporarily shut down. The pump was shut down until a mechanic could arrive on scene to make necessary repairs. The EMA director says the pump was working again by 10 a.m. Currently, all 6 pumps and siphons are up and running, and those are being monitored. About 50,000 gallons of water are being pumped out of the lake per minute. Now, the level of the lake has gone down another 6 inches, that is, since Saturday. Engineers say the lake needs to be lowered a total of 5 feet before it's considered, quote, out of the danger zone.
And Cash, certainly good news that we didn't have any more rainfall today, but now that cold front has come through, the cold air has started to rush in. We're down to 35 right now in Columbus, but look at all this cold air up to the north. Single digits in Minneapolis and 17 degrees up in Chicago. Now, compared to where we were this time yesterday, we're 18 degrees colder right now than we were 24 hours ago in Columbus. Same story up in Tupelo. Some places closer to 20 degrees below where they were this time yesterday. Even colder air rushing in tonight, down into the low and mid 20s overnight. Now, we're clear right now. Clouds will filter in overnight. We'll stay dry for the next few days, though, but there are more rain chances in that 7-day forecast. I'll break down for you what you can expect coming up in just a little bit. Cash.
All right, thanks, Trevor. Well, the Corinth Police Department is still looking for a missing runaway juvenile from the Walnut area. Police say 17-year-old Demetrius Rabel was last seen in New Albany, heading south on foot. He's believed to be heading to Florida. Rabel is 5'6" with brown hair and brown eyes. He has a very short shaved haircut. Rabel was last seen wearing orange basketball shorts, an orange sweater, tennis shoes, and a brown Carhartt coat with a hood. Police say he's been seen hanging around truck stops asking for rides. If you have any information on his whereabouts, please contact the Corinth Police Department. Well, in national news, the impeachment trial of President Trump is the Republican-led Senate, gets underway on Tuesday, but the ground rules for how it will be conducted have not been revealed. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has said he has the 51 votes to start the trial before making a decision on calling witnesses. CBS News correspondent Meg Oliver reports from New York.
With President Trump's Senate impeachment trial set to begin Tuesday, House impeachment managers are meeting behind closed doors Sunday, preparing for battle. President Trump's legal team has submitted its formal answer to the articles of impeachment, abuse of power, and obstruction of Congress. The White House plans to argue the impeachment articles allege no violation of law. It will also say the trial is the result of a flawed process in the House and that the case falls apart on the facts.
Next week is going to be the first time America gets to hear President Trump's defense. We did not have due process in the House.
On CBS's Face the Nation, House Judiciary Committee Chairman and impeachment manager Jerry Nadler dismissed the defense that President Trump did not violate laws in his dealings with Ukraine.
Ken Starr apparently thinks that asking a foreign government to involve itself in our elections is okay, but the president 20 years ago talking about a private sexual affair, that's impeachable. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Starr, the independent counsel who headed the investigation that led to President Clinton's 1998 impeachment, joined President Trump's defense team this week. So did famed Harvard professor Alan Dershowitz.
Even if everything that is alleged by the House managers is proven or taken as true, they would not rise to the level of an impeachable offense.
A source working with the impeachment team confirmed to CBS News that Dershowitz and Starr won't be everyday participants in the trial, with each member having a, quote, specific lane. Meg Oliver, CBS News.
President Trump denies both impeachment charges, calling them part of a, quote, witch hunt and a, quote, hoax, and accuses Democrats of wanting to overturn his 2016 election. Well, back here locally, diners at a Tupelo restaurant will have an opportunity to not only have a great meal, but also help grant wishes to kids battling critical illnesses. The 11th annual Waiting on Wishes takes place Tuesday evening at the Tupelo MUGSHOTS restaurant. Local celebrities, including WCBI's Allie Martin, will put on their waiters' aprons and wait on customers. All tips, along with the portion of the night's proceeds, go to Make-A-Wish Mid-South to help area children get their wishes granted.
I have known a child who has benefited from Wish from Make-A-Wish Foundation, and it brought so much joy to the child, plus a lot of happiness and just a joyful time for the entire family.
Such a great event. You got just shy of 30 kids in North Mississippi that are right now looking for Make-A-Wish, and we have 5 here locally in Tupelo.
All of my staff, they volunteer their time so that these celebrity waiters will have some accomplished servers with them, so you will get top-notch service and a little fun while you're here.
Waiting for Wishes starts at 5 Tuesday and goes until 9 p.m. Each wish typically takes about $8,000 to grant. Well, community members gathered in St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church in Amory to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. today. Our DeAndrea Turner was there and has more on the story.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream.
Because of God and because of him using Dr. Martin Luther King as a vessel, we are where we are today.
Celebrating the civil rights leader, life, and legacy. Pastor Carlos Bynum spoke from the heart with the words of King's I Have a Dream speech, reminding Janet Parks of its history and meaning.
From the way that he carried out the speech, as you said, you would have thought Dr. King himself was standing there, but my mind just began to think about how far we've came from then up until now.
The program that is full of praise dancing and selections from multiple choirs reminds the longtime church member, Juria McKenzie, of her history.
It has really done a lot for me. It has really let me know a lot about my roots, the things that this man has done to get us and myself as far as we are today.
She says it is important that the church continues to celebrate his legacy to teach the future generations about their history.
So that we can let our children know about our roots and the things that went on in the years before to make it better for us now.
And Dr. King's words have resonated and made Judge Adrian Haynes' everyday life better.
You know, as I go about daily life, I still think about what he has said about freedom, the rights, our rights to vote, nonviolence, and I hold that dear to my heart.
The church has been celebrating Dr. King with this program for more than a decade. And over in Fulton, community members there held their annual MLK celebration as well. WCBI's Tyler Hull stopped by, and he has more on that.
It's been more than 5 decades since Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. died, but the work he began in his lifetime continues today. Many local people lived through the turbulent civil rights era and were able to witness his impact. That's why they say carrying on his legacy remains so important. This celebration in particular has been going on for 20 years, many of the same faces over the years.
We've been marching for about 20 years. It's a symbolic thing, and we honor the legacy Dr. King left, try to keep memory alive.
Roosevelt Blackman remembers the event back when it was just beginning.
Since the last 20 years, you know, stopped. At one time, this hymn was like a field act years ago.
Founder of the MLK Committee, Emma Cook, says that this is important to keep young people involved.
He opened doors for us, and young people have the privilege now to do whatever they want to do, be whatever they want to be, and they need to appreciate those that paved the way for them.
Tyler Hall, WCBI News.
Well, once again, Dr. King would have been 91 on Monday. Finding the time to go to the gym can be challenging. A simple solution when we come back. Stay with us. Well, welcome back, everyone. Finding time to go to the gym can be tough. Today on Mom to Mom, some tips on how to stay active without leaving home. Take a look.
Today on Mom to Mom, we're going to show you how to get the most out of your at-home workouts. I've got Amy Everett here, who is a certified personal trainer and also a mom of two. She knows that it is very hard to get to the gym sometimes, which she's created such a wonderful way to get the best out of your at-home workout. So Amy, how do we go about doing that?
First, designate a workout space in your house designated for your workouts. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just a corner or any area in your home just for working out.
Like in your bedroom?
Yes, it can be in your bedroom, it can be in your living room. So second, you want to get your workout equipment. Those don't have to be anything fancy either. You can get a great workout just by using stability balls, bands, and dumbbells.
Can you use a can of soup?
You actually can use a can of soup. If you're just starting out, a can of soup will definitely be heavy enough for you to get a good workout for your biceps.
There you go, moms. If you don't have dumbbells, just use your soup.
That's right, just use your soup. Okay, the third thing you want to do is to make sure you have a plan in place. You want to treat your home workouts just like you would be going to the gym. You want to have your workouts scheduled, and you want to have the days and times that you're going to be doing those.
So why is it so important to keep a schedule?
Because you want to have those planned into your day, because you're more likely to stick to the plan if it's scheduled into your day, and you're more likely to reach your goals if it's scheduled.
Those are such great ideas, and of course we'll post those up on our Mom to Mom Facebook page. And as always, if you have some awesome tips for your at-home workouts as well, we would love to hear them, and we'll see you on the next Mom to Mom.
Well, if you're working out outside tomorrow, you'll either want to bundle up or head indoors, as they said. Cold air now, even colder on the way. I'll have those details coming up right after this.
Your WCBI First Alert AccuWeather forecast with meteorologist Trevor Burchett.
Well, for the first time in what seems like forever, we had a nice blue sky day all across the area. Temperature's a little cold out there, but with those blue skies, we got a really nice sunset. Take a look at this view from up in Amory at the Tentom. This is a sunset from a drone flying over the waterway there. This is from Dirk Lucas. Just an absolutely incredible view. Thank you so much, Dirk, for sending that in. Definitely send us more like that. We love seeing stuff like that. Remember, you can send your photos and videos in onto our social media page. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also email them to us, weather@WCBI.com. Right now, no sun to speak of. Of course, the sun having far long set down in Starkville. Just a few folks out there on the MDOT camera. What you will notice, though, it's a lot colder than it was this time yesterday. We're 34 right now in Starkville. The wind chill, though, 29 degrees. It feels like 25 right now at the Air Force Base. We're 30 in Oxford, feeling like 23. We're still 36 in Winona, but everybody is on the way down into those low 30s in the next couple of hours. Now, here's a little bit of a fun fact for you. On this date in 1977, we had some record cold across the United States. As a matter of fact, Miami, Florida, yes, that Miami, recorded their one and only trace of snowfall ever seen in the city. So Miami had snowfall on this day in 1977. And just to show you how cold it was, here in Columbus, we hit a record low of 0 degrees. Columbus, or Tupelo, I should say, hit -4. So bitterly cold air. Luckily, nothing close to what we're dealing with right now. It is cold out there, though. By 11 o'clock, we're going to be at 29 in Columbus, 26 in Tupelo. We'll play this through the early morning hours of Monday, staying in those mid to upper 20s across much of the area. Maybe a couple of clouds filtering in here. I think most of us are going to stay mostly clear, though. That's going to allow our temperatures to fall down into the more of the mid-20s by 6 a.m. tomorrow. We'll be 25 in Columbus, 22 in Tupelo. And once you factor in the wind chill, it's going to feel even colder than that, feeling like the teens and possibly even single digits by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. So get those coats ready. If you haven't pulled them out yet for today, you'll need them for tomorrow morning and definitely for Tuesday morning as well. So tomorrow only getting up into those upper 30s. Plenty of sunshine, though. That's not going to help much. It's still going to be very cold with those winds coming out of the north at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Now, we're going to be dry for the next few days, as I mentioned. Our next rain chance is going to be on Thursday and Friday. That's associated with another storm system coming out of the Arklatex region. That's going to increase rain chances late in the day on Thursday into the early morning hours of Friday, possibly even through the day on Friday. So prepare for rain Thursday and Friday. I think it's going to be more of a late Thursday, early Friday kind of thing, though. Before that, plenty of sunshine. Clouds do build on Wednesday as temperatures warm up just a little bit up into the upper 40s. Rain showers for Thursday and Friday. The good news is, looks like we dry out for Saturday and Sunday with highs back in the 50s. We're back with more after this. Stay with us.
WCBI Sports with Courtney Robb.
Mississippi State guard Tyson Carter picking up steam as the Bulldogs get further into SEC play. State struggling early, starting 0-3 in conference play against Auburn, Alabama, and LSU. Carter only averaging 6 points as a starter in those games. Now in Carter's last 2 games coming off the bench, he's averaged 16.5 points per game and contributed as the Bulldogs' second leading scorer. Carter having a great night in Saturday's game against Georgia, scoring 18 points in his 25 minutes of game action. Georgia head coach Tom Crean saying Carter was just difficult to slow down.
He'd been in a slump, from looking at the numbers. And you don't want him to break out of it when it's against you, but he did. And we didn't get matched with him in the zone a couple of times, and he's got really good range. He's a tremendous long-range shooter. Obviously, he gets to the rim. He doesn't have much wasted movement, right? And he's like he's elastic, like our kid Tumani Kamara. Tumani doesn't shoot it like that. But these guys are elastic. I mean, they just spread out and they just keep getting things done. And he's a really good player.
Ole Miss might be in a slump. However, senior guard BREEIN TYREE definitely not. In Tyree's return off of injury, going off and scoring 36 of the Rebels' total 76 points. That total just 4 points shy of every other Rebel shooter's points combined. The guard also finishing with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Still, Ole Miss unable to come away with the win against LSU, falling to 0-4 in SEC play. TYREE talking about how frustrating the stretch has been.
I'm trying to give this team everything I got. I know my teammates are doing everything that they can, and we just can't get a win. I mean, at some point, we just got to come on the other side of it. And like I said, being the only senior on the team, man, I don't want to go out and give Rebel Nation, this image of me and losing this, losing games. It's really hard. I'm going to keep trying until the wheels fall off, so. It's very hard.
Ole Miss women's basketball continuing to struggle as well. The Rebels hosting Missouri this afternoon, picking up the team's 5th straight loss, 71-57. The loss also marked the 5th SEC loss for Ole Miss. And next up, the Rebels hit the road to play Auburn next Thursday. The Titans tried to upset the Kansas City Chiefs and advance to a Super Bowl. Highlights when we come back. Stay with us. Welcome back. A berth to the Super Bowl on the line for the Tennessee Titans. First, the Titans have to get past the Kansas City Chiefs and quarterback Patrick Mahomes in the AFC title game. Let's get to KC. Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill mimicking OBJ's infamous dog pose heard around the state of Mississippi. First quarter late in the first. Running back Derrick Henry on the 4-yard touchdown. Tennessee going up 10-0. Under a minute in the first quarter, Mahomes finding Hill, taking it 8 yards into the end zone, cutting Tennessee's lead 10-7. Second quarter, quarterback Ryan Tannehill to offensive tackle Dennis Kelly for the 1-yard touchdown pass. The big fella helping the Titans go up 17-7. And right before the half, Mahomes scrambling out of the pocket. Taking it 27 yards into the end zone for the touchdown. Kansas City takes the lead 21-17 at the break. Early in the fourth quarter, running back Damian Williams on the 3-yard scamper to the end zone. Kansas City takes a 28-17 lead. Under 8 minutes remaining, Mahomes throws an absolute dime to wide receiver Sammy Watkins, 60 yards. Kansas City taking a 35-17 lead, and Kansas City never looking back. The Chiefs coming away with a 35-24 victory. The Chiefs advance to the Super Bowl. And as to who the Chiefs will be facing off against, well, you can find out right here. San Francisco coming away with the win against the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game. The final 37-20. Which means the Super Bowl is officially set. We're going to be seeing the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. That Super Bowl matchup will be, of course, on a Sunday, happening on February 2nd in Miami. That's it for sports. We'll have more for you after the break. Stay with us.
Cold and sunny for the next couple of days. Highs only in the 30s tomorrow. Wind chills tomorrow morning going to be in the teens. So bundle up the kids as they go out to the, oh, I guess they're out of school tomorrow, huh?
They should be.
Well, they can stay in and stay warm. They'll like that. Well, Thursday, Friday, more chances for some rain. Good news is weekend looking pretty good. Temperatures back into the 50s, overnight lows in the 30s. So one little speed bump in the middle there, but we've got the weekend that's looking nice.
Are you telling me that the weekend might be good?
Cross our fingers. If my forecast is right, it usually is.
We haven't had...
wow, humble brag there.
A little bit, you know.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we haven't had a good weekend in a minute.
No, it's fine. We're at work anyways.
That's true.
That's very true. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Mississippi State guard Tyson Carter picking up steam as the Bulldogs get further into SEC. Ole Miss guard BREEIN TYREE making his return from injury this